It's Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein's monster, not Frankenstein. Frankenstein is the scientist. Get that right for once. Hotel Transylvania made this mistake. So many TV shows made that mistake. It's Frankenstein's monster, not Frankenstein. Frankenstein is the scientist. Got that? So, I just came out of I fucking Frankenstein. And please excuse me if my voice sounds a little bit cracked, but I had a shitload of booze. And yeah, you can guess by that how good the movie was. What's the story? In the beginning it's kind of faithful to the original Frankenstein book, because Frankenstein's monster got created. Frankenstein tries to kill it, then the monster kills Frankenstein's wife. Frankenstein is chasing the monster to the Arctic tundra, dies, and the monster buries him in the family cemetery. So far so good. That's kind of the story it was in the book. But then gargoyles and demons attack. Yeah, okay. Gargoyles and demons. Okay. Apparently there is a war between the gargoyles and the demons going on, because the gargoyles are henchmen of the angels and they're sort of the good guys, and the demons are clearly the bad guys, and the demons are trying to capture Frankenstein because they want to examine his body, because they want to reanimate a shitload of corpses, because in this movie demons only can possess bodies that have no soul. It's kind of an interesting turn, because every other movie that has demons in it, demons have no problem with possessing a body with a soul. Hell, the last movie I saw with a possession was This Is the End, where Jonah Hill got raped by a demon. That was cool and was much funnier than this movie. I mean, in a real funny way, not in a unintentionally funny way. So for the style, yeah, it's made by the same guys who made Underworld, and you can clearly tell. I wouldn't even be surprised if they're just out of nowhere would have shown a vampire showed up. Because there are demons in it, there are gargoyles in it, there is sexy Frankenstein. Yeah, it's clearly made by the same with the same effort the Underworld movies were made. That means with no effort whatsoever. And I like the first and the third Underworld movie. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy the shit out of these two movies. Bill Nighy is great. Bill Nighy is a fucking blast, and he had a blast too in this movie. You can clearly tell he had the time of his life during this role. I mean, when he was the Demon Lord, Bill Nighy is the Demon Lord, and he had such a great time. So, I am a Demon Lord. No, a Demon Prince. Sorry, I am a Demon Prince. He had evil. He had a human form where he wore a suit, and then when he turns into his he had a human form where he wore a suit, and when he turned into his demon form, he just had, out of nowhere, his clothes turned with clothes turn his fucking suit turns into evil coat, open chest and everything. It was so fucking ridiculous. It was the dumbest thing I have ever seen. Oh Jesus Christ. There were, yeah, there were also Miranda Otto in it, and she was probably just sleepwalking to this shit. It was so, you clearly could tell she doesn't want to be in this movie. She just needed a paycheck. She was the leader of the gargoyles, and all gargoyles looked the same except her. She was like female gargoyle with Miranda Otto's face and stone boobs, white female gargoyle. Her true form didn't show up until the end of the movie, like Bill Nye's form. And Bill Nye's form was cool. I mean, the code was stupid, but his face and everything looked cool. It was a particular effect. It was no CGI. I think the gargoyles were all CGI, but the demons were kinda not CGI. And yeah, she was a white gargoyle. White gargoyle with boobs. And at some point she glows. She just glows. And the demons, when they try to reanimate the corpse, they have loading bars for the amount of reanimation, like 37% reanimated. They needed a buffering button. That would be more cool. They had a fucking loading bar for reanimation of the corpse. Oh Jesus, that movie was so freaking dumb. But we had a fucking blast. We had a huge fucking blast. That I haven't laughed that much in the theater since a long time, probably. Yeah, maybe since, I don't know, but we laughed so hard. This movie was so dumb. Such a dumb movie. And then and at some point they tell stuff about Frankenstein's journal, because they were after his journal too, because they needed to reanimate the fucking stuff. And then they find out, yeah, Frankenstein apparently used electric eels for the energy for his experiments. Fucking electric eels. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in a long time. Jesus fucking Christ, that movie was so dumb. Don't get me wrong, I had a blast. It was not. I'm not mad at this movie. I had a great time, but man, was it dumb. It was so dumb. Yeah, it follows the footstep of the Underworld legacy pretty good, because the first Underworld movie was good. I mean, not good, but I liked it. The second Underworld movie was shit. The third was great. I mean, great in a dumb way, but it had Bill Nye in it most of the time, so that's awesome. The fourth movie was shit. It was a really dumb piece of shit. I didn't like it in any kind of way. And this was, yeah, it's dumb too, but if you watch it with the right people, it's a great thing. It's a dumb thing, and it's probably the dumbest movie I've seen in a long time, but you will have a blast. Just fucking turn off your brain and laugh at this stuff. It's so fucking ridiculous. I mean, the premise of the fucking sexy Frankenstein itself, it's already stupid as shit. But then when you crammed in demons and gargoyles for no good reason whatsoever, and I didn't care for it in any kind of way. There were no humans in it except the sexy scientist and her comrade, who died at one point, and then they tried to reanimate him, and if in the process the building collapses, and then they just say, well, he's gone, we can't reanimate him anyway. So, yeah, no. I don't recommend it at all. No. I recommend it if you fucking like dumb movies. I mean, dumb as shit movie. And yeah, you will have a blast if you go in with no expectations whatsoever. Except the expectation of having a sexy Frankenstein fighting gargoyles and demons. That's your movie. God, I need more booze. Oh, bye.